Welcome to Thick Boy Fight News. Let's dive in. Bo Nickal had an exclusive sit-down with the Thick Boy Fight News team where he expanded on his call-out of Khamzat Chimaev, which he did during his post-fight interview with Laura Sanko. Nickal says that him and Khamzat are both good at the same thing, wrestling, but that he is confident he would outmatch him in that regard.
I would say definitely with the matchup with Khamzat, first and foremost, it's more so me believing in myself and knowing what I'm capable of. And I think, if I look at it objectively, then his biggest strength is also my biggest strength. So, for me, I know I outmatch him in that 100%, and that gives me a lot of confidence. So, yeah, overall, feel good about the matchup.
Nickal also spoke of his plans to put American wrestling back on the map in the UFC. Nickal says that he hopes to blaze the trail for his training partners, who he also calls elite wrestlers. Nickal gave credit to the Dagestani wrestlers that are currently in the UFC, but said that the current crop of upcoming American wrestlers will dethrone them.
Oh yeah, the plan is this, obviously we have a lot of Dagestani wrestlers doing very well in the UFC. There are not a lot of American wrestlers in there, but I see myself kind of trailblazing that effort, kind of, being one of the first of the new generation of American wrestlers to move into the UFC, along with some of my other teammates, and we'll be taking over the sport shortly. So, I am excited to represent my country and my sport in this platform and show what the real dominant style of wrestling is and where those real wrestlers come from.
Nickal was also asked about his thoughts on Joe Pyfer, who is also a star on this season's Dana White's Contender Series. Despite being in the same weight class and training out of Pennsylvania, Nickal said he's never watched Pyfer but has heard of him. Nickal said he'd be open to sharing the octagon with him in the future, but that Pyfer has a lot more work to do to get on his level.
I haven't actually watched any of Joe Pyfer's fights, but obviously I'm a fan of the sport, so I know the name. I know that he won his Contender Series fight, he won his UFC debut, so he's doing big things out there. He's also a PA guy like myself, so rooting for him, hoping that he continues to do well. And if we match up in the future, he's probably gonna have to win a lot more fights. He's just gonna have to continue to keep winning. And for me, I'm on my own path. If we cross paths, I'll take him out, no problem. But yeah, he's gonna have to continue to keep winning and proving himself.
One on Prime Video 2 will air tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern and will be headlined by the trilogy bout between Angela Lee and Zhang Jingnan for the strawweight title. Angela Lee is currently a -130 favorite, and One reached out to the stars on their roster for predictions. Demetrius Johnson sees the fight going Lee's way. I think one's better than the other in certain areas. I think Angela's better in the overall game of mixed martial arts, but I think Panda is better on her feet. At the end of the day, I think Angela beats her. I think Angela is going to use the overall game, walk her down, wrestle, get it on the ground, and unleash her ground and pound. Heavyweight Marcus Almeida couldn't be budged to make a choice, saying, "This one is a draw. They are both my teammates, and I know they both will be well prepared for this one." Elise Anderson also sees this fight going Lee's way. I'm picking Angela Lee because I think her grappling is superior and so is her will to win. She will win via decision or submission. Looking for more original MMA content? Check out the rest of Thick Boy YouTube. Exclusive interviews, opinion, and fight analysis is available weekly on The Shab Show, Food Truck Diaries, and Fight Night Flashbacks. Subscribe so you don't miss any of the action.